Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I didn't really plan on making this video today, so I will try and keep it short. I am currently not at home, if you can tell by my background. I am in Thailand right now, and I should be out sightseeing right now, but instead I am making a YouTube video in my apartment. But there was a little bit of a situation that I wanted to talk about in a video today. I didn't want to let it get swept under the rug, so I thought I would address it. And it's this little situation, let me change my screen really quickly, on this YouTuber called Advice Cabinet, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, which will become somewhat ironic later on in the video. Really great YouTuber though. I remember I saw their channel for the first time. This video popped up on my feed, The Big Problem with H6. You guys have probably heard of this guy as well. His videos are doing very well in the last couple of months. But they make really cool videos. They're around, 3 to 10 minutes long. They grab a position and they explain it. They help you understand the position, and then they test your calculation skills. That's kind of the premise of the whole channel. Go see for yourself. But this isn't a video of me glazing someone and telling you guys how good they are. There was a little bit more to this that I wanted to talk about. And the main thing is this video here. It's called Why Masters Attack Empty Squares. You can see the title in the thumbnail, which is going to be important later on. And we can also see this position that they used in this video. So pay attention to this position, it will come up important later on. Someone's already made a good video on this topic. I just didn't think it would get the kind of traction it deserved or the attention it deserved. And it was Red Panda Chess, who I will also leave a link for in the description below. I'm gonna just play a short clip because he does a great job kind of explaining what happened. So we'll play a 15-second clip from Red Panda's video, just so you guys can understand.
Who other than Advice Cabinet? Just to show you, I grabbed video and I grabbed the video URL and I plugged it into the Wayback Machine. Same video URL. A snapshot was taken of the video. Now, unfortunately, it was done in a different language. Now, if you look at the tab, it still shows it in its original English. That's just the way YouTube works. And why strong player attacks squares, not pieces.
So you can see his video was titled essentially the exact same title as Advice Cabinets.
Pieces. Let's go to Advice Cabinet. Why masters attack empty squares? Okay, that's similar, that's not a crime. The thumbnail is a rook, arrow, empty square. Alright, fair enough. This was Remote Chess Academy's original thumbnail. Why strong players attack squares?
And you can see that they used the same thumbnail as well. In isolation, I don't think that this is the worst thing in the world. People take thumbnails, they take titles all the time. We'll get to that later on in the video actually, where I'll explain that a little bit more. But we can go over to Remote Chess Academy. They're a channel with 1 million subscribers almost. You guys have most certainly heard of Remote Chess Academy before. I've actually mentioned them in some videos on the channel previously. But this was their video. It was uploaded less than a month after Advice Cabinets, and not only did it use the same thumbnail and title, but they also used the same position that was in the video as well. Now, I initially was not going to make a video on this topic. I feel like I've seen this kind of thing happen before, and usually it just gets sorted out behind the scenes, right? And someone eventually takes accountability, or something does happen. It doesn't just get left to rot. So what I did is what any sane person would do, and I left a comment on the video. So we can scroll down and read that comment. There was this comment here that said Advice Cabinet, and I kind of got the impression that sometimes YouTubers don't know where the line is when it comes to stealing or copying content. Because, everyone does it to some extent. It's very difficult to make a unique thumbnail. It's very difficult to make a unique title. So sometimes you'll think that what you're doing is fine, and then people might comment on the video, but you think, oh, they're just a YouTube viewer, they don't really understand, they don't know what they're talking about, right? So I thought maybe I'll leave a comment, and if he sees it coming from another creator that kind of does what he does, maybe he'll reconsider what he did. So I said, I think my comment was actually rather nice for an Australian comment. And I said, just put his channel in the description. You're a grown man and a grandmaster at that. You obviously have put tremendous amounts of work into your channel for years. Why start taking shortcuts and plagiarizing smaller creators now? And I kind of just left it. This got 6 likes, whatever. So people clearly are in agreement of this kind of idea that he should have at least credited Advice Cabinet in the description. If you're going to use someone's title and thumbnail and position, put them in the description. It takes 2 seconds, you lose nothing, right? I left this comment and I kind of didn't expect anything. I know it's very, very difficult. You can see I've got 6 notifications here, and that's like, I refreshed my page like 10 minutes ago. So when somebody does reply to you as a creator, it's very difficult to actually see it. So I kind of just expected this to get lost. If I replied to you guys in a YouTube comment, don't expect another reply back. Unless I consciously go back to that video because I remembered the conversation and I remembered that I needed to reply, I'm not going to see it. I get so many comments that it's just impossible to keep track. But I got a little bit of a message from this guy, Shima. Shout out to Shima. He left a message, or he left a comment on one of my recent uploads. And he said, hey, your comment on Remote Chess Academy got removed, by the way. And then he said some other things. And I was like, wait, that's weird. My comment got removed, but I just checked it. And we're looking here, my comment's clearly not removed. So, what's that about? So we're going to switch tabs really quickly because it made me think. There's a little feature on YouTube that allows you to remove someone's comments without them knowing about it. So we can see this is the same video. We've got an ad here, but this is the same video in an incognito browser. So I'm logged out right now. We can scroll down to the same, we have to find it now. We need to find the comment on Advice Cabinet really quickly. Okay, sorry, I had to scroll down a little bit. But we've got this comment, it's the same comment, Advice Cabinet, and you can click View 2 Replies. My comment's not there anymore. That's weird. I'll let you guys in on a little secret, right? If somebody is saying nasty things on your YouTube channel, YouTube gives you a way to kind of get rid of it. So, we can go to my YouTube channel. Let's just click on a random video. Let's go to my recent collab with Will Taylor Chess. And let's say that I'm not feeling good about Will anymore. I don't like this guy. I don't want him to be commenting on my videos, right? You can click these 3 dots and you can click hide user from channel, which makes it appear so their comment still exists for them, but to everyone else on the channel, your comment doesn't exist anymore. So it's kind of a way of deleting comments without having that specific person know. You're supposed to use this if someone is just harassing you on your channel, but you don't want them to make an alt account. So if someone's continuously commenting rude things on your videos and you don't want them to make a second account and go on and say more rude things there, you'll hide their profile from your channel so they have no idea that their comments are being hidden. And that is what he consciously did to my message telling him to credit the creator that he just stole from. Now, I said we'd come back to it, the kind of concept of copying content or stealing thumbnails and stealing titles. And there's a couple of precedents that I wanted to set. First of all, there was this situation with Chess with Akeem. You guys probably know about him, who did the same thing. He stole a lot of thumbnails, a lot of titles from other creators, and people were not happy about it. This is one of many Reddit threads. This one has 600 upvotes, where he actually got a copyright strike on his channel. That's not a small deal. I would be so annoyed if I had a strike on my channel because it's permanent. If you get 2 more, your channel ceases to exist. That's a big punishment for taking someone's content. And it's essentially, I would say that the way that Remote Chess Academy did it was far more egregious. So if Advice Cabinet really wanted to, he could probably get a copyright strike on Remote Chess Academy's channel. I also wanted to say something else on the topic of kind of getting inspiration from other people. This was my candidates qualifiers tier list that I made around 4 months ago. It was the one that Hikaru reacted to. But a couple of days after I uploaded that video, Gotham Chess uploaded the same video. I know it says 3 months, it's just because the month kind of overlapped after I posted the video, but he posted the same video. Who cares, right? It's completely, I don't own tier lists and I don't own people having opinions, right? So it's a completely different thing. In a lot of cases, you can get away with just doing your own version of someone else's video, and that's completely fine. And the reason that it's completely fine is because it's an opinion-based video. In that video, I'm not trying to teach anything, I'm not trying to sell anything, I'm just giving my opinion because it's a fun thing to do. But in both Advice Cabinet's video and Remote Chess Academy's video, these are not opinion pieces, these are educational pieces, and it just so happens that Remote Chess Academy is trying to promote their academy, and Advice Cabinet is a Chessable author. These are 2 people that are trying to make a living off of chess. So when both of these creators make a living off of educational chess content, this isn't just a matter of stealing someone's creativity or creative work, this is stealing someone's literal work. By the way, I should also mention that the thumbnail and title was only changed after this video got like 50,000 views or something, so it's not like he realized early and righted his wrongs. No, he completely profited off of someone else's work and then changed it so nobody would see. I hope I've explained well enough why this is actually a pretty serious thing, even though from a viewer's perspective it might seem like a little bit of a nothing burger, but I also wanted to explain the potential possibilities of why this happened. None of them are good, by the way. Both of them are really bad. So there's 2 possibilities. Either Igor Smirnov did this by himself, he saw someone else's video do very well, smaller YouTubers, and decided to completely rip it off. The thumbnail, the title, and the video contents, he thought, actually, I'll have that. The second possibility is that he has a team of people that does this for him, which in any case would be the better of the two scenarios because, you know, there's someone that you're paying to do your work for you and they made the mistake, not you. If that were the case, you would be able to forgive the thumbnail and the title being something that you've taken from somewhere else. And in the chess with Akeem situation, that seems like it's what happened. He kind of just used the thumbnail and title, and maybe it was someone on his team. But in this case, he used the position from another video. So if that's what we're going with, we're also going with the fact that Igor Smirnov doesn't make the content in his actual videos. He doesn't find the positions himself. He has someone else that does that, and then he explains them in his videos. And you might think, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, he's just saving a little bit of time. But where does it stop? When you watch an educational chess YouTuber, you expect them to go out and find the things that they're talking about. You think it's tailored to you because it's the best thing that you can be looking at to improve at chess. So if they were just paying someone else to do their work for them, it's completely disingenuous. And you do have to wonder, is it just in his YouTube videos that he does this? What about all of his paid courses on his Academy website? Is that actually him going out and getting that content? Or is it someone else that he's paying to do it for him? Which would be, if this is true, and it might not be, it would be scamming. He would be scamming his audience if this were the way that you wanted to frame it. If you frame it the other way and say, oh, he takes control of his titles, his thumbnails, and his content, then you're also just going to have to accept that he is completely stealing still. It's still not his content. He's still not made this himself. He's not thought about any of this. It's not tailored to his audience, and it's just someone else's work that he is using. Stuff like this really annoys me because these big creators with 1 million subscribers have every opportunity to lift up other creators. Advice Cabinet is a genuinely good YouTube channel that you should be recommending to your viewers because it's a different type of content to you that they would enjoy. So while you have every opportunity to do that, and by the way, it's not difficult. I've done it on many occasions myself and it takes zero effort. But instead of doing that and lifting someone else up, you decide, actually, I'm just gonna steal what they're doing, claim it as my own so I can maximize revenue for my academy. It's just genuinely pathetic, especially because Igor Smirnov is a 38-year-old man. This is not some kid that doesn't know better. This is a fully grown man and a grandmaster as well. Now I'm gonna end the video here. Don't go to his channel and start commenting things about it. It's not gonna do anything. I think, you know, people tried to do the same thing with Pegasus Chess and see how that turned out. And that was, you know, he did something that was a lot worse in my opinion, which was just cheating and scamming his audience. So obviously that kind of idea doesn't work. So don't go and do that. It's gonna cause more harm than good. If you do wanna do something good, and make something good out of all of this, go leave a nice comment on Advice Cabinet's video. Very good channel and I would recommend it. I'll leave all the links in the description below. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video on this to cover this topic because if I don't, everyone will forget and it'll be gone with the wind. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed and I'll see you all in the next one.